Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So today, well actually yesterday, last night, I got a message from my Shaykh. I've been trying to arrange to come to recite to Shaykh for months now, and Alhamdulillah I finally managed to arrange some time. So Alhamdulillah, after a 4-hour drive, well 4.5, 5-hour drive, arrived here in London. I'm just outside the Shaykh's house right now, waiting for him to arrive inshallah, and then hopefully try to recite and complete a significant portion of my ijazah inshallah azza wa jal.
من جاء بالحسنة فله خير منها وهم من فزع يومئذ آمنون ومن جاء بالسيئة فكبت وجوههم في النار هل تجزون إلا ما كنتم تعملون إنما أمرت أن أعبد رب هذه البلدة الذي حرمها وله كل شيء وأمرت أن أكون من المسلمين وأن أتلو القرآن فمن اهتدى فإنما يهتدي لنفسه ومن ضل فقل إنما أنا من المنذرين وقل الحمد لله سيريكم آياته فتعرفونها وما ربك بغافل عما تعملون.
Not all of it, but some of it. With Osama, my friend Osama from Nigeria. You met him once. Mm-hmm. Oh. He came from Swansea. Reading like one
Daddy on the bus says, I love you.
About 4 or 5.
أمسينا على فطرة الإسلام وعلى كلمة الإخلاص وعلى دين نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى ملة أبينا إبراهيم حنيفا مسلما وما كان من المشركين. اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد. اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد. اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد.
Yours probably would have worked. I've been told about it.
حبيبي انت الحلاوه تمام الله يبارك فيك جزاك الله خير حبيبي
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا
You can't be reciting from here. Like, you can't be thinking. If you just recite for the sake of the recitation, it has to sound powerful, has to sound effective, has to sound like really nice, then it doesn't sound organic. When you recite, you have to feel the recitation. You have to recite from your heart, and that's what makes the best recitations. Like even if you listen to the classic Qurra, Mujawideen, their recitations outdoors, the Khariji tilawat are the famous ones, whereas the studio ones aren't always. Like even like Shaykh Muhammad Ayyub, what's better, his studio or his salah?
Salah without doubt.
Shaykh Mustafa Ismail, studio is fine, but what do you listen to actually? When you listen to Tuba ilallah, qala ifritu min al-jinn and all of that, because he's reciting, it's not calculated decision, it's not like setup, it's not a formality, he's going with it.
You know, on that point, Shaykh Hamd Ayyub mentioned in an interview that when he first studied in Haram al-Nabawi, that style that he came with, he never ever recited that before, and he could never do it again after that. And he went to هذا, this is from Allah.
فتح الله عز وجل علي في تلك السنة بنغمة ما كنت أقرأ بها قط. استعنت بالله، وفي أول ليلة كانت الرهبة شديدة وكان الرعب شديدا.
فلما جاء سليمان قال أتمدونني بمال فما آتاني الله خير مما آتاكم بل أنتم بهديتكم تفرحون.
Wallah, it's true. Like, you know what I can copy it again. But that's me
in your head.
psychologically trying to copy.
It's never been exactly the same.
It's not the authentic, organic one.
ولقد مننا على موسى وهارون ونجيناهما وقومهما من الكرب العظيم ونصرناهم فكانوا هم الغالبين وآتيناهما الكتاب المستبين وهديناهما الصراط المستقيم وتركنا عليهما في الآخرين سلام على موسى وهارون إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين إنهما من عبادنا المؤمنين.
On that one, I want to say that when you're reciting, you have to remember things that keep you grounded. Like for me, what really helps, like some of the times that I recited and came out good, it's had a pattern, and that is that you are thinking about Allah, you are thinking about why you're here, you are thinking about your heritage, to keep yourself grounded. Like, Alhamdulillah, I am here, you know, for the sake of Allah, praying for the sake of Allah, reciting for the sake of Allah, and I'm here with the du'as of my parents, or du'a with my teachers. Like all of that stuff, like really gives you a deep boost. Not pride, but like a groundedness, and then you just belt it out. I remember when I was, when I laid outside Downing Street, like thousands of people behind, and it's like a lot going on, and like I have to make du'as when I'm corner, then the police are there, and like the whole stuff, the media's there, and just looking for one chance to get you. At the same time, obviously everyone's so emotional, like at the peak of the genocide, and I was just thinking, Ya Allah, this is for you, and this is for the Palestinian people. Like, you know, everything else is nothing, is insignificant. So when you just zoom out like that, and zoom out of where you are and zoom into the focus, and zone out and take you to yourself in the other realm of khushu', try your best, then everything is just different. That's why tahajjud recitation, fajr recitations, live recitations, there's no match. There is no match. Because you're in a different zone then. So the target is, for a Hafidh al-Quran, for a reciter, for Qari, is to be able to switch to that as and when needed. Meaning every time you recite. Shaykh Mustafa Ismail, he says, like, you know, whenever I recite, before I recite, I have to seek from Allah strength. Astamiddu min Allahi quwwa. And Shaykh Abdul Basit, all of these greats, they were deeply spiritual people. It's no surprise. Because this is not maths, this is not logic, this is not just words, this is from the heart of the heart. This is wahyullah, this is the wahy of Allah, you know, the divine speech of Allah.
MashaAllah.
Ottoman doner, man, it's nice food, mashallah.
Okay, Shaykh, the journey of marriage.
Allahu Akbar, may Allah make it easy.
So, do you have any advice for youngsters like us?
This is like as true as it gets. The closer you are to Allah, the smoother things run. It's as simple as that. Obviously, you can't just be close to Allah but not fulfill your like duties. Like you praying your salawat, everything on time, praying tahajjud and everything. If you're like that consistently, while also like, you know, doing what you need to do at home in terms of helping out a bit, you know, do what's upon you, like, you know, everything. I don't have to describe what's upon you, your responsibilities. On top of that, obviously, you be kind, you be gentle, you know, all of that stuff. I mean, there's no other choice. Like, it has to work, because it's a blessing of Allah. Like having a good family, having a supporting family, like things running smoothly between you and your partner and your spouse. It's a gift from Allah. Children are a gift from Allah, and families are a gift from Allah. So for that gift to come to you, we have to be worthy to receive that gift, and that's through sincere and true piety. Like, I could be on a medium level of spirituality, and then my situation at home would be like on a medium level. But if I'm really focusing, really like connected, then I'll see that things are more peaceful in my house, in my family, with my spouse, and so on. So I think, obviously know your rights and responsibilities, fulfill all of that. But the way I describe it is deep connection and sincerity and spirituality with Allah is like the oil in the machine. You can have the machine there, right? This car, machine is there. But if you don't have the engine oil to keep it running smooth, then it's just gonna crash. So you might be like a handsome guy, you might have all the skills, you might have all of the tactics, you might have all the experience, but if you're not with Allah and that smoothness to run everything, to make everything run consistently, the oil in the machine is absent, it's gonna crash. So, and we're believers, we're Muslims, so for us it's not the same as disbelievers. So yeah, I would say really, with everything, as with everything in life, we have to plan, prepare, and actively work towards nearing ourselves to Allah more and more.
No.
And that will be that's the trick, if you like, or that's the secret. That is the secret, man.
No.
Wallahu alam.
إن تتوبا إلى الله فقد صغت قلوبكما.
Ya salam. You're actually good at cooking.
وإن تظاهرا عليه فإن الله هو مولاه.
Ya salam. This is good. It's amazing.
فإن الله هو مولاه وجبريل وصالح المؤمنين والملائكة بعد ذلك ظهير. والملائكة بعد ذلك ظهير.
وجبريل وصالح المؤمنين والملائكة بعد ذلك.
Watch out, construction on road ahead.
He said there's 4 versions. ظهير, that's one version. وجبريل وصالح المؤمنين والملائكة بعد ذلك ظهير. Now he has like variants. ظهير ربه, like that.
نعم. عسى ربه إن طلقكن أن يبدله أزواجا خيرا منكن مسلمات.
So the higher end is where it gets difficult.
Yeah.
مسلمات مؤمنات قانتات. That's 3, same.
No.
And then 2, same. تائبات, no. تائبات عابدات سائحات. Those 2 are same. عابدات سائحات. Then
نعم.
ثيبات وأبكارا. It's like he numbered it out. It's like,
Subhanallah.
again, it was instant. It was khariji tilawah. It wasn't pre-planned. But that moment, it was symmetrical. It was 3, 2, 1.
Amazing.
It's amazing. It's maths behind it.
Subhanallah.
It's amazing. Subhanallah. So the short version came from that long recitation.
Okay.
And you need to watch the long version or listen to the long version to really appreciate the... You guys are listening to this recitation of Shaykh Muhammad Ayyub,
No.
Shaykh Saud from Saudi, like he was on ELM. You're listening to him on YouTube, a lowered quality MP4, MP3 maybe even, just about you're hearing the sound. What you're hearing is a percentage of the electric tilawa that was actually being heard by the million people that were praying in Ramadan behind Shaykh Muhammad that was reciting. That environment you can't put into words.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا قيل لكم تفسحوا في المجالس فافسحوا يفسح الله لكم وإذا قيل انشزوا فانشزوا يرفع الله الذين آمنوا منكم والذين أوتوا العلم درجات والله بما تعملون خبير. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا ناجيتم الرسول فقدموا بين يدي نجواكم صدقة ذلك خير لكم وأطهر فإن لم تجدوا فإن الله غفور رحيم.
So like that, you can't recreate it. You can't recreate it. So what we're feeling and what we're like impressed by, like, you know, whether it's Surah Fatir or any other surah, yeah? You're just feeling a percentage, and even that's enough to, you know, to take you to a different world. So imagine the reality, the actual recitation.
مسلمات مؤمنات قانتات تائبات عابدات سائحات ثيبات وأبكارا.
Assalamu alaykum. So that is the end of the trip. Subhanallah. I thought I'd just record this whilst I wait for the car to get warm. Subhanallah, what can I say? I'm just so grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving me this opportunity to pursue the Quran, to study the Quran. This is such a ni'mah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and subhanallah. We made a lot of progress, Alhamdulillah. I managed to complete quite a few ijazah, but we still have some remaining, inshallah. So maybe the next trip I will also document that trip, inshallah azza wa jal. This is also the first time I'm doing something like this, so if there are any recommendations for improvements, any like future recommendations, then please let me know in the comments. Barakallahu feek. I'll be back soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaykum.